First, an announcement: there are unlisted videos in my upload section that can only be accessed via destiny.co.za forum, Write Yourself to Freedom, Anthony Blogs Crime. There is a link in the About Me section on this channel. Click on it. Bipolar disorder. Have I discovered a cure, or the reason why people are classified, diagnosed as bipolar, with the polarity I have discovered that is inherently within my self as myself in totality. I reached the word paradox, though also very paradoxical in many ways. Is that paradox? Is that paradoxical experience that I have a result of the polarity that I manifest? Is it a rationalisation of the parody? Fucking hell. Parody. Yeah, I'm a parody also, no fucking doubt. There you go, Anthony, there's another word to look up. I don't particularly want to research bipolar disorder. I was once accused, probably been accused many times. Someone once told me indirectly that I was bipolar. When I say indirectly, I mean they weren't talking to me, they were talking to someone else, knowing that I was hearing and knowing that the conversation was in fact directed at me whilst not being directed at me. Sort of thing that I abhor. If you've got something to say to me, say it to me. Do not hint. Do not draw pictures. Do not leave sweet wrappers. Do not drop litter. Do not communicate with me in any way other than directly. Any communication that I perceive then as being indirect is my concern. It is me that has the issue. How do I know this non-direct communication to me was directed at me concerning the passerby's conclusion that I was bipolar? Because I non-verbally communicated back that as far as I was concerned, they wanted to label me bipolar so that they could then avoid the reality that I was painting to them with my existence. That is, the world is fucked and it needs sorting out, and we can sort it out quite easily, understanding we're all pieces of equal life, equality, equal money, It's all fake, isn't it? I mean, and so is bipolar disorder, really. It's only a disorder because people don't realise where it's coming from, and it's coming from, in my case, from my upbringing, perhaps, my miseducation, though not that I was educated to be pleasing to others. I learnt it as a tactic to deal with the abuse that I was accepting and allowing, though how a 5-year-old child deals with things. Gosh, if only you knew, people, how your 5-year-olds could assist you greatly. The thing with being labelled bipolar is not only are those that label those bipolar doing it for self-interest, reasons to make life more comfortable for themselves, in that they do not have to deal with the uncomfortable nature of that which they are experiencing in their interaction with these people. Those who are then labelled bipolar then use it as justification for their lack of self-responsibility towards directing themselves correctly, which would be for all life and existence, not for themselves, not accepting those that label them bipolar or any other way for their own self-interest. The only way we're going to sort this out is all together, one way or the other. We will, we are, it is happening. And as I move into paradox as a definition, self-defined, self-experienced, the paradox incurring for those who appear to be disordered is that it becomes comfortable for those labelling those disordered as disordered, and it becomes comfortable for those labelled disordered to accept the term and label disorder through the welfare and care in general, because this is one thing that people must realise: we aren't abusing nasty fuckers, really. We do actually care inherently. As a race, as a species, we do actually fucking care. Even the nastiest bastards do fucking care. It's the criminal cop construct again, isn't it? Even the criminals police themselves. So why do they become criminals? Because of the inequalities that they are faced with. And it gets down to this again: there are a lot of the criminals who are stand-up people. They're standing up for themselves in the face of inequalities and saying, I'm not fucking accepting or allowing this, I am going to do something about it myself. Though to then inflict that very same thing upon others who they feel deserve it. Polarity. I have to spend some time dealing with my self-forgiveness, and before I get snowed under, metaphorically, in my process, I'm going to take a short fuse, light it, beware.